Good morning, everyone. I'm up bright and early this morning, or starting these. Usually I start these a bit later, but we're heading off to the Blue Mountains because that's what you can do when you're retired. You can just head off, during the week. You don't have to wait for the weekends. Did you hear that little woohoo from my husband? Brendan, he's very happy about being retired. So we're just enjoying life at the moment. So we're heading up to the Blue Mountains to visit our wonderful friends. And I thought I've just had a few requests from people. Having bought the Joyful Day memory cards, and then sort of thinking, I need a little bit of inspiration as to what to do with them. So this was my project, my challenge for the week. So I've been creating using these beautiful cards. So they come in a pack of, you can kind of see them here. I'll show them to you a bit up closer. So there is 6 of each card in the 3x4 category, so 3 inches by 4. So we've got 6 of this one. So this is on one side, and then the green tartan is on the other side. Then there's Joyful Days, and that's on the back side of that. The Christmas tree, and then the red stripe is on the back of that. Merry Christmas and the lovely red tartan. I think that's one of my favourites, is the red tartan. Then you've got another little wreath, and that's on the back. So these cards, I suppose, were mainly designed for scrapbooking and creating mini albums with. But I've found they're absolutely fabulous for card making. And that's what a few of the ladies have bought them for, is mainly for card making, but you can use them for scrapbooking. And so they're 6, so these are 3x4 inches. So they fit really easily into the little pockets. Then there is 6 of 3 different designs in the 4x6. So you've got the trees on one side, the red tartan on the other, most wonderful time of the year, and then this grid pattern on the back of that, and then again a journaling card, but again it doesn't have to be journaling. I've used it, and I'll show you on the inside of the card to write my message on, and then the red green wash on the back of that. So they're the cards that you get. So 6 of 3 different designs, and then 6 of 6 different designs, okay? And they're back and front. So we'll put those aside, and now I'm going to show you what I've come up with. So this is a little box, because I love to give cards away, make cards up. So you can see here I've used this card that I just showed you for the inside, and I can write a little message on there, a little thank you message, or whatever message I want to write. And then inside I can fit 3 simple cards with 3 envelopes. Okay, so I haven't done anything to the envelopes, I forgot about that. So you can see here there's a Christmas tree, and all I've done is blend around the edge with a bit of the old olive, because that's the colour that matches in. And then I've put the little sparkling sequins gem, traditional, they're called traditional sparkling, let me just see, I've written it down. Yeah, traditional sparkling sequins. So they're lovely. So there's the green, the blue, a pale blue, gold and red. So I've used the 3 different colours on the tree. So just zhooshing that tree up a little bit, and then onto some red card. And then with this one, I've used the wreath in the background, and then I've used a die cut with the little message on it, and again just matted it and turned it sideways so that you've got a different different orientation. Then this one, I've just used the Merry Christmas card, added a few gems, matted it, and then I've just done some stamping on the background directly on the card base. Again, you know, it's whatever you like. So here I've just left the card base plain, and then here I've just added some stamping. So that's that little card, and I've just decorated it with the papers that it comes with, just on some white cardstock. So that's that. Now this is, so I've done this little card here, and I've used the decorative trees, and again I've just added some little sequins. They're the little blue, pale blue sequins there. So I've used some of the cards to die cut the solid tree and then the decorative tree on top. So I think that was called the Decorative Trees Bundle. That was from last year. So and I'm pretty sure that's still available. And then again, I've just cut down the 6x6 card, and then that's my card for the front. So yeah, so just a fun fold card. This is another one that I've just just punched out 3 circles, used the decoration toggle from the Ornamental Christmas bundle. And then this is the lovely, this die is from the Textured Notes dies, and then this one is from the Jolly Holly. So mainly I've used the Jolly Holly stamp set, the Merry Christmas stamp set, to do all my stamping. Now here's the one with the Merry Christmas. So again, I've just cut down a little bit this little the little trees card, and then put a little mat on it, and then I've done a bit of stamping here, added some gems and the Merry Christmas, and I've just cut around the Merry Christmas just so that you can see the design behind it. Otherwise it's taking up a lot of the picture. Here I've again used the Merry Christmas and just the pale blue dots. So the Merry Christmas just embossed straight onto the card and then just matted with some green. This one here, I've embossed, so using the Jolly Holly embossing folder, so you can just see that. And the lovely thing with the cards is, of course, they've got a white core. So when you sand down the embossed area, you're going to get the white coming through. So I've also, and of course I've put it aside somewhere, here on the bottom. So you can see on the same piece of card, I've also done the wreath. And then I've actually, so once I've sanded down, so you're getting these white areas come through, I've just dabbed on the white ink pad. So that's just hitting the top of the leaves. Okay, so that's just another little technique that you can use. And again, I've used the Merry Christmas and I've just matted that on some red, and then I've got the little holly icon from the Jolly Holly. So that's that little one there from the Jolly Holly. That's just so cute, that little one. And then again, some more little gems. You can see here I've used that same technique where I've used the Jolly Holly, but this is solid cardstock, so I've just hit the top of it with the ink pad. And again, it just makes those, the holly leaves pop. So that's those. And then I've got some more, I'm loving this. So this is one of the new dies that's out. So the delicate framing dies. So I thought, oh, aren't these pretty? So have a look at those, like with the silver foil card, that's just beautiful. And then these little dies are from the branching out die set. So I thought that's really sweet. So yeah, how nice is that? So they're really delicate. This is another one. So this is another die that comes in that set. And then I really love this little one too. So it just is a little border die. So that's a little easel card. What else I've used? Oh yes, and that's on the decoration here. So again, this little decoration is from the Ornamental Christmas bundle, and this die is from that delicate framing dies, the same ones that I've showed you before. So how cute does that look? The ornament with the little scroll on it. So I think that's really sweet. Then just another fun fold card. So here again is where I've used that lined card, and then the little joyful days popped in the back there. So I thought that was quite cute. Here's another, a slightly different fun fold card. So again, using your papers to decorate. And if you don't like the joyful days, then you just pop a little die cut message over the top of it. And again, I've used that little holly. The holly is such a nice little filler for filling in those negative spaces that you just don't want. Then the second last one. So this is another little fun fold card. So, yeah. And just, again, using your papers for the backgrounds. And then this one I thought was really sweet. I've used, I don't know if you can see here very well, but these are all my leftover bits and pieces that I've cut down. I've put onto an adhesive sheet, backed the adhesive sheet, laid them on, leaving a gap, and then poured on the gold embossing powder. So you're getting that mosaic look. And then I've just added Merry Christmas. This is my new favourite Merry Christmas, and it's from the Calm and Bright card making kit. So that's my inspiration for you. So if you don't have this little set of cards and you'd like to get your hands on them, of course, just contact me. I'll also put the link to my web store so you can shop through that, and I'll put a link that will take you direct to the cards so you can check them out a little bit closer if you would like, and there'll be more inspiration on the website as well for you. The other thing I wanted to let you know is Black Friday is still on, so those sales are still on. Product of the month is coming as well. So when you spend $125, so that's coming in December, when you spend $125, you then get to buy the product of the month for $9. So it's a new little perk. And of course, you'd get all your Stampin' rewards when you have an order over $35, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's $35. So if you're loving any of these products, please feel free to give me a call, contact me, and I'll be very happy to help you in whatever way I can. Well, enjoy the rest of the week, and wishing you a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch up with you soon. Bye. Happy crafting.